Rightio guys, welcome back to Digger Detecting. Welcome also out into the bush, our favourite spot to be. It's a Tuesday, it's just gone 10 AM. Andrew's just kidding himself out with his brand new pick too.
Brand new, I don't want to use it.
Oh, you've got to take the rubber cap off the end to use it, mate. You might scratch it today.
I've taken that off, it's in your pocket.
You've taken it off? Oh, that's all right. You'll put it back on at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Look, today is also the 1st of April. So, look, what we're going to do is show you all the gold from last month, that being March. So we've got the scales ready, turned on. And as I said, this is everything that come out for March, the month of March. There you go, March 2025. We're keeping all our gold separate, you know, January, February, March, and we're going to see just what we can do. So we've got the big guy there. Here's a 6 grammer. You can already see 7.08 on the scales. So with the big guy, he puts us to 12.82. Actually at home, I had 13. So there you go. I don't know what's going on, but 12.82. Maybe I've lost gold in my travels.
Just down here.
Just down there. So look, 12.82, nearly about 13 grams. I'm going to say 13 grams anyway, because that's what we did for the month of March. And we had some really crack up pieces of gold coming out. So let me just pull out a few. Some really, really nice pieces though. I'll actually zoom you in so you can have a look at the pan there. I'm just going to grab out a couple of choice pieces. Choice, bro. So very, very nice pieces there. And look, they're probably all these pieces that I'm pulling out, they're half grammer nuggets. So hopefully we can find a few more of those today. We did really well for the month of March. January we did even better. We did 19 grams. Look out. February was a little bit slack, a little bit light on. And what I'm going to do, you know, saving all this gold up in the containers, I will put it all together. Look, I don't know when, maybe at the end of the year, maybe before. I'm getting a little bit...
Financial year, mate.
Financial year, yeah. I'll get a little bit itchy. I want to put it all together in a container and, you know, give that container a bit of a shake, because that's always cool to hear and feel and sound. But look, we've got them all in separate containers for now, as I said, just tracking the month of, well, the different months of 2025. So very, very cool. And I will say, today gold has just hit $5,000 an ounce, so $5,002 thereabouts, Australian dollars that is. It's went over 5 grand an ounce. So with that, look, thereabouts 13 grams in there, you're looking around, look, 1700, 2 grand. I'm not doing the maths properly right now, I know, but pretty good haul for last month. So very, very good haul for last month. Andrew's showing us too, trying to get us our attention. I can see that.
Yeah.
Lucky you got a new coil cover the other day too.
Yeah, I should have bought it with me.
You should have. So anyway, we're going to get started, and we're going to tuck this gold away because I'm not going to cart it with me out in the bush. We try and get it out of the bush, not put it back in the bush.
Yeah,
So
mate,
no, we're not reseeding that. So let's get started. And one thing I've got today too, I'll just share. We're at the Lucky Strike Gold National Detecting Day there the other week. It was a great day up in Lucky Strike Gold in Geelong with Darren and Leanne and everybody else there we've seen and met and talked to. And I purchased a new harness, double D leather and canvas harness. So looking forward to using that today. It's got the pick holster in the back, and Andrew's got his new pick. Look out, so we're ready to go. So anyway, let's see what we can find. As I said, start of April. Let's put some gold in the container. All right, guys, well, you can't see much, but what you can see is we're perched on the side of a hill for this first target. And not the first target I've dug, I will say. We've dug a couple of bits of lead just to get over to here. So, oh, there we go. That is our first bit of gold. It's a little tiny piece. God, it's small. There we go. Number one, the first one on the board for April. He's probably not going to weigh much, but it's number one nonetheless. Let's keep going. All right, well, next target, and he sounds like a cracker. Ready? Screamer. And still on the side of the hill, on probably the steepest part of the hill, nearly the bottom. So hopefully this is a big chunk of gold that's rolled all the way down, and it's not. Bit of lead. That's the one. Oh, yeah, you can be tricked, can't you? So easily. Let's keep going. All right, bingo. Guess what? We just got another screamer nugget. He's bigger than the last one too, which is nice. And I've got a couple other signals around here too, which is nice. Let's have a listen. Screamer. How exciting. I'm not going to film too many digs today. I'm just going to really go my hardest too, because we don't have all that long. We got out here at 10 o'clock. Look at that. It's 11:30 already. We're only on our second bit of gold. So we've got to get out of here by about 1:30. So we really don't have much time to muck around today. I'm going to film as much as I can, show you as much as I can, but I'm also going to try and get as much as I can. So that's another bit, second bit, and we can crush him out. But what we'll do is we'll leave that till the end. So we will keep him in the stone for now, and we'll just put him straight in the bottle. We'll get onto those next two signals. Let's go. All right, well, this is exciting. We're gonna have a good tally to start the month of March off, I hope, after this target. Have a listen. Now, whenever you hear that sick sound, and I've said this a few times, when you hear that sickly sounding target on the detector, like that, generally it means a big chunk of gold. Can mean other things. Can mean a big chunk of lead, a percussion cap, a little boot tack, something copper. It can also mean a 22 bullet shell, but it also means big gold. So just a little trick I've learned over the years, and hopefully, as I said, it's the last. It's the big gold. Let's get him out and have a look. All right. Can you see me? Let's go. I think you can see. Let's just have a look. Oh, he sounds sick. Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Please be a big chunk to start us off for the month of April. Please don't fall down that hole. Oh, that's amazing. It's one of the best sounding signals I've had for a little while. Since the 6 grammer. That was a good sounding signal too. Just knock that little cap off there. There's a big hole right there. I don't want him to fall down the hole. Oh, we got him out. That plan worked. Let's have a look. Oh, he's in the clod. Righto, rock on. Meow. Meow. Oh, I love that sound. This is gold. Where is the big guy? Come on. I know you. Oh, yes. Oh, it's so glorious. It's gold. Amazing. All right, let's give you guys a look. All right, that's where you were on the headphones there, propped up carefully. And this is a target that sounded sick, man. Let's have a listen. Sounds like Patrick from, what is it? Futurama, the starfish. I think he's a starfish. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, bingo, big gold. Well, bigger gold than what we normally find here anyway, which is exceptional. And I think I've still got a target here, just in front of me, just up near the headphones there. Or it was the headphones. Maybe I'm just getting excited. But that's probably, look, easily 0.3. I'm going to zoom in there a little bit more so you can see him. The little chunker. It's a ball of gold, Andrew. So I didn't say that with much excitement in my voice, but I am super excited. It's about a $30 nugget right there. Very sick. Let's keep going. Well, we've got a screamer on this target. Sometimes the screamers don't mean gold. Sometimes they do though, so don't be deterred. Don't think, oh, it's screaming target, I'm not going to dig it. Let's take you off Bluetooth. I guarantee you, when I found the 30-ounce nugget, that's what it sounded like when we got close to it. Just a screaming target. So don't be afraid. Don't think, oh, well, that can't be gold because it doesn't sound like gold. What does gold sound like? It can sound different ground, different depth, different coils, different machines. So really, what does gold sound like? I mean, generally they say it's soft and drawn out, which is true, but then it has so many variables about it too. So many variables. Look at the old slate there. Very cool. So as I said, depth, mineralization, soil content, coil, detector. Looked so many variations. Size of the gold even. So this could be a big chunk of gold. Better not lose the detector. Or it's going to be a bit of rubbish. But we're going to need 2 hands to find out. Let's have a look. Well, bugger. Unfortunately, that would have been a lovely piece of gold. We've just dropped him. Alright, back in the scoop oppy. There he is there. Bit of lead I can see. So, look, would have been a lovely bit of gold. But that is just part and parcel. I'll just give you another listen. Bit of a screamer, real screamer, but then, as I said, gold can sound just the same. Have a listen. 3 bits in this container. Now, how would you tell the difference? Lead. Back to the gold. Bit of a sick sound, only because we've got that sick piece of gold in there. Rock on, let's keep going. Alright, well, time limited today we are, so we're moving on out of that gully, and look, it produced a little bit of gold, which was nice, but the 3 bits, well, we really worked for the last couple of hours. So we've got over here though, just walking through the bush, we've got what looks like a hut, and there's mine shafts all around. And what's a really great indicator, you know, just looking around too, seeing all the mine shafts, it's really good indicators around the base of the trees there. Set the detector down for a second. But natural indicators such as this, sort of what led me over here, just the rounded river stones coming up and being pushed up out of the ground with the trees. That's what led me over here, and bingo, started seeing the mines and then the old hut site. So the miner would have pulled out all the material out of the mine shaft, and he would have utilised it for his chimney and his little hut here. And then he would have worked all these shafts around. I'll just go this way for a second. So obviously touching on an ancient alluvial riverbed here, and there would have been a quartz reef somewhere around too, because I'm seeing that with all the quartz stones. So jagged quartz is reef coming out the reef, and rounded quite obviously has come out of a reef, but then been rounded in an ancient alluvial riverbed for hundreds of thousands, millions of years, and that's the difference. So the miners have touched on the ancient alluvial riverbed. In actual fact, they've sort of done a bit of a line. You can see that straight through, and we're walking the wrong way right now, but I'll just quickly show you. There, once again, they've picked up on it and they've just trenched it in a line all the way along here. And see the pipe clay, the white clay? Someone's had a bit of a dig over there, and here in front of me. This white clay though, pipe clay, they call it pipe clay because they made the tobacco pipes out of it. But the pipe clay here, great places to detect. If you're seeing all that being pulled up out on the surface, make sure you get in there. Oh, that's a deep one. Make sure you get in there with your detector, because basically the miners had a lot of trouble processing this white, sandy, pipey clay material. Therefore, a lot of the gold got left behind, didn't it? It got left in it. Wow, someone's been doing a lot of work here. That is a stack that's been all pulled apart. This is going to be a deep hole, I reckon. No! Someone dug their own shaft here. I don't know what's going on. Alright, we don't have time to muck around. That's interesting. Alright, let's keep moving though, and no time to muck around. As I said, we're getting into that next gully, try and find a bit more gold before we get out of here. My God, this is small, is what she said. That is tiny. That's what she said again. That's a little bit of gold we just picked up on the end of that quartz stone. I'm pretty certain that I'm probably not doing a good enough job where you can see it. Maybe. Just see that little glint, that little gold glint. You've got to have good eyes. He's just glinting in the sun there. Let's have a listen. I'll zoom you back out again. Oh, if I can. Yes, I can. Ready? It's tiny. And and you can barely even hear anything. Let's crack him out. I'm pretty certain it's going to be gold. Like I think I can actually see the spick of gold. But it's, well, I'm not really focusing there, sorry. It's so small. Oh, or is it? Oh yeah, no, look, I think it is gold. Oh, we're gonna have to get him out of that stone. That's yeah, it's gold. That's why we're having trouble. He's like a conglomerate stuck on that quartz stone. Just that little shiny sparky thing at the end though. It's tiny, but we're gonna get him out. Well, that was gold. Look at that. Well worth breaking out. That's our fourth little bit. And I say little, and I mean little. It's pretty tiny, but then again, I think the first bit was actually probably smaller. So we've done pretty well. Is there another bit there? No. We've done pretty well though. 4 bits, and as I said, we're really time limited today. Well, very faint was this last target, and it's not gold per se, but it's still really cool find. And anything related to the miners, I love finding. I love touching. I love seeing, because you know they would have had it and, well, used it once upon a time 150 years ago. That there, that's a little boot tack. So he would have went into the end of your boot to fix the leather sole to the top of your boot there once upon a time. Or he could have been actually from one of those toe tacks or heel tacks, little plates that they used to wear on the front of their shoes and the back of their shoes from stopping wearing out so quick. So pretty cool, and some will know exactly where I am with this big quartz pile in front of me and the car not too far away. So the fact that the signal was still here, like, you know, this is a very, very, very well worked area. The fact that any signals are still here, such as the old toe tack, well, that's pretty cool, I think. And it could have easily been gold. Let's keep going. Twink. All right, guys, well, once again, we're in that really, really common area. We've got the quartz pile of stones just in front of me here. It's just peppered full of quartz stones. And we've got the cave up in front of me, as I said, the car as well. And it's a very, 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 like, I can't stress that enough. It's such a well-worked site. Like, it's such an obvious site. And everybody comes in here. And we just got the toe tack from up there. And we just walked down here and not expecting to get another target. I'm just making my way back to the car. But bingo, in between all these little quartz wash stones, check this guy out. So look, long story short, don't ever be deterred. I mean, we've got the car and the cave in front of us, a very, 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 I mean very heavily worked area, but we've got a bit of gold on this one. And I haven't actually seen it yet. Like, here we are busting out of the dirt, but I'm certain it's going to be gold. Just the material that it's in. Oh, let's have a look. Which stone's he? He's still in that stone. Actually, I can see him. So we'll just hold on to him for a second. Nothing. And that's the guy that we want. So don't ever be deterred. I mean, as I said, here we are in a very, very obvious, highly worked spot. And that's a bit of gold. So don't see someone else swinging in the area and think, oh, well, if they're there, I won't get any gold because they'll get it all. People have been coming here for 30 odd, 40 odd years detecting. And there we go. There's still more gold to go. That's another bit. That's number 5. And look, I know it's small. There was just a lot of small gold here in this area. It was never the biggest gold bearing ground. Mind you, we've found a few nice chunky nuggets. 10 gram was the biggest we've got out of here. But it was never the biggest gold bearing area. So just a lot of little gold. But look, even little gold, if you can pick up a lot, it's still a good day. And back in the day, I'm sure the older detectors would have been picking up a lot of the bigger gold, which is what we're not finding now as easily. But we are finding the smaller gold, which is, of course, what they missed. Let's keep going. Well, you are joking. Just what I was saying a second ago, literally a second ago, it was 1:23 when I dug that last target and filled it in, and 2 minutes later, so I lie, it wasn't a second, it was 2 minutes. What are you talking about, Luke? Stop lying. But wow, wow, crack a bit of gold. And what was I just saying 2 minutes ago? Down from an area well and truly worked. That in actual fact is where we set up for our last dig, and on top of that hill is where we just got the toe tack. Give you a listen to this one. Thought it to be rubbish, and it's 1:30 that we've got to be back at the car. I said to Andrew, 1:30 I'll meet you back there. And I thought, there's no way I can get another target in, what, 7 minutes. 123, I left that last hole. Bingo, in a well-worked area, we've got another bit. He looks like he's about to break into 2. He's, actually, he's a Y nugget. Oh, Y. How cool is that? Now we just need to find the MC and A. YMCA. That is awesome. Look, just dig every target. Don't be deterred. As I said, this is such a well-worked area. Like, I really can't stress how well-worked this area is. How trashy it is too, because up above we got the car, and every man and his dog used to come down here and shoot at it, because there's about 1,000 bullet holes in the roof. So let's put this one in, and I mean it, this is our last bit of gold. We're not going to show you the rest, and remember we got one in there to bust out of the stone, but we need to make it back to Andrew. He's about a good 10-minute walk that way, and we've probably only got about 4 minutes to do it in. Let's make it happen. We'll see you back at the car. Here he is, here he is, here he is. Andrew's the man. What do you got, mate? I can't even hear you properly, it's too crunchy. Oh, you're just digging rubbish. Any gold? Yeah! Woo! Let's go have a look. All right, we've made it. We're back at the car. Andrew's got some gold, I think, and he's also got something else.
A shovel, mate.
What is it with you finding scoops?
Yeah, that's 2 I've found now.
I know, I crushed the last one. Oh, actually, I know I didn't tell you that. I ran over the last one in the shed. Hope you didn't want it. Did you want this one?
I don't even want that one.
Oh,
that one
yeah, well, let's do it. We'll set him up for failure already.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I didn't mean to. What's with everybody using the Bunnings trowels?
Yeah, Bunnings.
I mean, they're cheap. I mean, I had a couple.
$35, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They're a couple of bucks. But look, these are not much more expensive, 15 bucks or whatever. But I just don't like the Bunnings style, you know, angle of the dangle, basically.
Yeah.
I like these scoops because the gold and everything just sits in there nicer.
It's down the bottom.
It does.
Yeah,
It does.
If you flick it up, the dirt drops out and the gold still stays in there.
Exactly right.
If you learn it, I'm learning.
These would be great for digging your daisies into your garden bed, Andrew.
Yeah, shallow targets.
Look.
Very bloody shallow.
Where's your daisy? Put your daisy in there.
Yeah.
Fill it back in. No daisies are going to grow there. All right, let's see what Andrew's done. He's tested out the pick. He's got something to show everybody too on the handle for anybody who's wondering why it's blue. So he's going to show that. He's going to show his gold. We're going to set it up and weigh up. All right, well, we've got ourselves sort of set up and sorted. I haven't looked at Andrew's gold. Andrew hasn't looked at my gold.
No, I didn't look at yours, mate.
Actually, we're not properly set up and sorted because one, we've got to crush in a rock there.
Ooh.
I mean, what rock? It's just a big chunk of gold. It's pure gold.
It's all gold, mate.
Yeah,
All gold.
24 carat.
Nuggets of gold.
I actually got not that much rubbish today. I'll just show you. I've got
A little bit.
I got lead. I got shotgun shells. I got boot tacks. Quite a bit of lead. He was a screamer too. So you can see it's all coming out of the bush. I didn't put it in the pouch star. Just put it in the pocket. So I've dirtied the shorts up. He was another screamer too. I really thought he was going to be a sickly big sounding piece of gold, but it wasn't. Same thing as I said there before. You can be tricked. Sometimes a bit of gold and 22 bullet. Other times it's a big chunk of lead.
Well, I didn't dig much rubbish today.
Not much?
No, that's it for me.
Yeah, right. That's your lunch.
Yeah, that's my lunch.
That's your lunch.
Yeah, no.
So Andrew's got, we'll tear it off. Andrew's got, what'd you say, 4 nuggets for today, mate?
4 little nuggies.
Well done. Andrew's really on fire. So you've christened the pick.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Look at the...
0.4.
Hey?
0.4.
Well, keep going.
Oh. 5.
5-1.
Whoa.
Yeah.
You're a beauty.
You're slipping a bit, mate.
Yeah. Out of balance, mate.
Yeah.
I'm a hill, you see.
Normally you're right on it. Well, you got 0.56 now.
Oh, wow. That's
Well done. It must be the new pick.
the orange undies.
Oh, the orange undies. Oh, dear. Those orange undies, you're going to wear them out soon.
Yeah, you're already starting to get holes in them.
Uh-oh.
I don't lose all my nuggies.
Uh-oh. That's all right. It's on the...
It's on the black tray.
It's on the thing. It's on the tray. You'll be right.
Yeah.
Right, let's have a look, Ski, what I did. And Andrew's got some cool stuff to show us after we do the weigh up too. Some really cool stuff. So we're going to see that too. So
yeah, you done all right.
you stop it, get out of there,
sorry.
stop looking.
Poke my eyes out.
Oh no, the little ball of gold just ran off. Oh, yep, no, I need to come back, 2 hands.
Yeah.
I've mucked it up. He is a rudder. He's all over the joint. All right, let's try this again. Right, got the ball. Tear off the scales. Tear, tear. You can see we're on an angle. Andrew, I think 2,
You've done me.
3. No, look, I don't know, mate. I think you might have.
Touch and go here.
I think you might have got me. 4. Oh, no. I've got you because I've still got this one hanging out of there.
Oh, bugger.
Oh, and it's not the most accurate way up though, is it?
Not really.
This angle of the dangle, I tell you what. Yeah, look, we'll bust that one out. We'll come back. Andrew might have me today. And that's okay too. Let's bust that one out and have a look.
Very cool.
All right, there he is. We've busted him out of the stone. There was the bits of stone. We've just thrown him off the table. So let's put him on. 5-5. Andrew, I've got you, mate. 5-8. And I'm not 100% sure. Look, I think we're coming on par today. Look, it's coming on par. Ew. That come out wrong.
No, thanks.
0.64. We'll have to blank that one out.
Yeah.
So it's jumping all over. It went down to 5-1. Now it's back up to 6-5.
5-1.
Yeah, look, let's just say we're on par today.
We're on par.
You bloody
No,
weirdo.
we're not on par.
Nah, I'm not on par. That's weird.
No one's on par.
So look, a gram out between the two of us today. That's exceptional. That's a great run, especially for an area that we're so here. You know, we're here all the time.
Yeah.
So
And it's still given.
it's still given. It's
Believe it. It's unbelievable.
it's like a. No, I can't use that.
Your patches gave you, well, I don't know how much you got off your patch.
Yeah,
Then I've got the 7,
yeah.
and then that little bit, and plus other little bits.
I reckon I got about 60 odd or more bits
Yeah,
off
you
that
got heaps
patch
off-
on the right,
Yeah,
and the one on the
that
left.
little patch up there.
Yeah, with the track split in between, the patch on the left, I reckon I got 100 nuggets. The patch on the right, I reckon I got 60 nuggets. And now that's where Andrew's working. He's cleaning up my patch that I missed a lot of gold on.
Not really. It's not that much.
No,
It's just that they
Well-
did me a favour.
actually, it's above my patch now, isn't it? And Andrew's going to show us some of that, some of the workings, and some of what a newcomer maybe might have been doing. Yeah, a novice. I'm not mean to be rude there. It's just a little bit of funny workings, and we're going to show that in a second. So first, Andrew's going to show us his cool stuff. Why has he got a blue rubber thing around his pick, and how'd you do it?
Blue gum, mate. Old blue gum.
Oh, lovely. Polished it up.
No, it's cricket bat handle.
Right,
The rubber off the cricket bat.
right. And how'd you get it on?
Rolled it on.
Rolled it on.
Yeah, had to roll the tube, the rubber up first,
Yeah,
and then had to roll it down over it.
yeah,
And that was bloody hard.
yeah. And you told me that you misplaced it the first time, so you had to roll it back
First
off.
couple of times. I had a big ear hanging off here, big tongue.
Should have just lopped him off.
I could have just cut it off.
Could.
No, I want the whole rubber on.
Can I have a feel? Can I have a look?
Yeah.
Oh, you're not going to lose that one, are you?
No.
So this
And it
is
feels good in your hand.
so when you're swinging, this is so it doesn't go flying out of your hand and
Yeah, so
hit the
don't-
bloke behind
So I
you.
don't hit Luke.
Yeah, no, I'm miles off in the bush. You won't hit me. You have to be a pretty big throw, mate. So I was actually over in the other gully today. I was down this
Yeah.
gully, up the other hill, and into the next gully.
Yeah, right.
Not trying to bloody throw the pick at your head.
Yeah,
Sorry.
yeah.
Yeah. So did a lot of walking today, but we've got the results for it. And as you've seen, that was March. That is our start to April, and I'm very happy for April to begin like that. So now let's get up, and Andrew's going to do a bit of a tour guide in his little patch area and show us what's going on. All right, Andrew, this is your patch area. Can you explain to us what's been happening here?
Someone's been in here having a bit of fun.
Bit of fun. What have they been dancing, have they?
Yeah, dancing all over the joint. Yeah, everywhere.
They've filled that one in, which is good. This one here, though, what do you think's happened here? Do you reckon they're digging a grave for their wife?
Maybe.
Like they don't like her anymore, and she's not coming out the bush to find the gold. She's just complaining that he's going out all the time.
This is the big one you saw.
Yeah, I seen this a couple of weeks ago, and I thought, what is going on here?
They're thinking, Andrew, fill your bloody hole.
No, I knew it wasn't you straight away. I absolutely knew it wasn't you straight away, because
I'd be still here buggered.
you would have fell in the hole after you dug it.
Yeah.
No, I knew it wasn't you straight away. So don't know what's going on here, but maybe the miners are returning from 150 years ago and starting to dig their holes again. Oh, it's crazy. This area, like we work it so oftenly. And yeah, look, you just notice this stuff. And as I said, this is Andrew's little patch area. There's another one.
Another one.
Andrew's little patch area. And it was my little patch area there a while ago. Or many months ago. So you sort of notice these things. Broken tree. Another hole over here not filled in. So Andrew's working this area now. And the worst thing about this, it's not a good look, but when you're working in the same area as something like this, oh, okay, yeah, righto.
Water race.
So that's the water race. When you're working in the same area as someone else that's working messy like this, it makes you,
This is how it was.
it makes you look like you're the one to blame. Sorry, Andrew, what was that?
I got 3 bits of gold from here, and this is how it was.
That's how it was.
It's just all open up like this, and
So I'm blaming you.
here,
I'm blaming you.
there,
It-
one roughly where I'm standing.
Yeah, look, I can actually see your footprints, mate.
Yeah.
So I'm blaming you. This is all you, mate. As I said, it makes it look like you are to blame.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah, I mean, Andrew's in here working at the moment, and I didn't leave it like this.
I didn't leave it like this. I have now because I was going to show you this.
Yeah, but
On the gold.
you didn't do it anyway, mate.
No, it's a novice. Why clean it all out and leave 3 bits of gold?
Yeah, that's right. A few more holes here in front of me. We've got another scraping over the side here. The scrapings aren't too big a deal, like, but then again, if you take a scrape, how hard is it to push back with your boot?
Kick it back over. It's not that bloody hard.
No, not hard.
No.
So, yeah, interesting. And it makes me always wonder, oh look,
I've had a big scrape.
heap of raking over here. It always makes me wonder, look, I don't ever want to share videos and share locations on videos because obviously don't want to give away my own locations, but it does make you wonder, am I responsible for this? Like being out here videoing these areas and showing that you're getting gold, obviously it puts in the mind to others, well, I'm going to find out where he is and I'm going to go there. You found one, I found another.
You're kidding me.
I'm not kidding you. And look, once again, raking and leaving their bloody holes open.
Yeah, it's everywhere. It's all over.
It is everywhere. Hole in front. Not good enough. Whoever owns an orange scoop,
2 orange scoops.
yeah, we've got them. Come and see us.
Yeah, we'd love to give them to you.
I'd love to give them back to you. Quacha! Nah. All right, let's get out of here because we don't have time to be filling other people's messes in. No. And look, if it keeps going, this being an area that we work so frequently, I'll just fill it back in. I'll clean it back in. I'll bring the rake and push it back over.
Yeah.
But while it's open,
Not bird scraping all that.
well, mate, while it's open, you know what to do.
Yeah. I didn't even realise it was open until I just saw it just then. I gone, oh.
I know, because you missed one. That's how we know it's not Andrew.
Yeah.
All right, let's get back to the car and also Felix, because I'm going to show you Felix before we finish up today. He's a Frankenstein.
I couldn't believe it.
All right, well, this is what I wanted to show you before we finish up, and this is the last thing we're going to show. Felix is a Frankenstein. Little Felix has had a bit of an upgrade. So the other week he was flying through the bush there and he went straight into a tree. Not the first time, and it completely smashed. I think it was this one up here, completely shattered the prop, and they're only 3 winged props. As you can see, what I've replaced them with is 5 winged props. Look out, Felix is gonna fly like a badass now. Not like that. Actually, what was really funny is about midnight last night I put the new props propeller blades on, and well, I wasn't really concentrating, was I? Because I put them around the wrong way, and I went to take Felix off in the lounge room about midnight, trying not to wake the boys, and he went crazy. In actual fact, I got a warning that I'd put the props on backwards, so that's why it wouldn't take off, that's why it wouldn't work. But today is test day, and we get to get some flight time in with our new Felix Frankenstein. So let's fly him. We'll do a little bit of piloting, and then we have to get out of here because we've got to go get the boys from school. But I just really want to test that drone out first before we go, and Andrew wants to see me crash, so stay tuned. We're going to have a bit of drone footage at the end. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, guys. Be sure to hit that like, comment and subscribe button, and I look forward to seeing you on all our future adventures. Let's go fly with Felix.